Implementation of the Yarlung Zangbo River Hydropower Project in 2024, a comprehensive overview. Introduction. In December 2020, the Chinese government formally approved the construction of a monumental hydropower project on the lower reaches of the Yarlung Zangbo River with a projected budget of $3.1 billion. This project aims to harness an impressive 10 gigawatts GW of hydropower potential, marking a significant stride in China's efforts to transition towards renewable energy sources. The initiative aligns with the national strategy to achieve peak carbon emissions by 2030 and carbon neutrality by 2060. This report outlines the critical phases of the project, highlighting its objectives, challenges, and expected outcomes. Project overview. The Yarlung Zangbo River, known as the Brahmaputra River downstream, flows through Tibet and is recognized for its vast hydropower potential. The project is a crucial element in China's broader energy policy, aiming to enhance renewable energy capacity while simultaneously addressing environmental concerns and promoting local economic development. Key implementation phases. The project is structured into 5 critical phases. Phase 1, Dam construction. The dam will be among the largest in the world, rivaling the Three Gorges Dam. The construction phase will require extensive geological assessments, particularly due to the region's susceptibility to seismic activity. Safety measures will be prioritized, incorporating advanced engineering techniques to ensure the dam's integrity and resilience against potential earthquakes. Phase 2, Turbine installation. This phase is pivotal for converting the potential energy of the flowing water into electrical energy. The installation of state-of-the-art turbines will significantly contribute to the energy security and stability of the region, facilitating a reliable electricity supply to meet both local and national demands. Phase 3, Environmental monitoring systems. Recognizing the ecological sensitivity of the region, authorities will implement comprehensive environmental monitoring systems. These systems are designed to mitigate adverse impacts on local biodiversity and promote sustainable management practices, ensuring that hydropower generation does not come at the expense of environmental degradation. Phase 4, Infrastructure development. The project is expected to catalyze local industries, particularly in engineering, logistics, and trade. Infrastructural investments will enhance electricity, water conservancy, and transportation networks, thereby improving economic conditions in the Xizang Autonomous Region and fostering regional development. Phase 5, Community engagement and job creation. The initiative is anticipated to create numerous job opportunities, improving livelihoods across various ethnic groups in the region. Community engagement efforts will ensure that local populations benefit from the project, fostering a sense of ownership and enhancing socio-economic conditions. Economic and environmental impacts. Economic growth. The Yarlung Zangbo hydropower project is poised to stimulate significant economic growth in the Xizang Autonomous Region. By creating jobs and attracting investments in various sectors, the project will enhance local economies and strengthen ties with other regions in China. The projected improvement in infrastructure will facilitate trade and boost local industries. Environmental considerations. While the project promises economic benefits, it is also crucial to address the environmental implications. The implementation of monitoring systems will play a vital role in assessing and mitigating potential ecological impacts. The government has committed to ensuring that the project aligns with sustainable development goals, emphasizing ecological preservation alongside energy generation. Risk assessments. Despite the projected benefits, concerns regarding the project's feasibility and safety have emerged. The region's geological instability, highlighted by a significant earthquake on January 8, 2025, raises questions about the potential risks associated with large-scale dam construction. Experts have emphasized the need for robust risk assessment protocols to address the challenges posed by earthquakes, landslides, and glacial lake outburst floods. Geological challenges. The Yarlung Zangbo River flows through one of the deepest gorges on Earth, posing unique geological and engineering challenges. The construction teams will need to navigate complex geological formations and ensure the dam's integrity in a seismically active region. Ongoing geological studies and risk assessments will be essential to address these challenges effectively. International concerns. The project has garnered attention from neighboring countries, particularly India and Bangladesh, which rely on the Brahmaputra River downstream. Concerns have been raised regarding potential impacts on water availability and ecological health in these countries. The Chinese government has reassured that thorough evaluations have been conducted to ensure minimal negative effects on downstream regions. Timeline of events. December 25, 2024, official approval of the hydropower project by the Chinese government. January 8, 2025, a significant earthquake occurs near the project site, prompting safety inspections and assessments. Ongoing preparations for geological studies, community engagement, and infrastructural investments continue. Conclusion. The Yarlung Zangbo River Hydropower Project represents a pivotal step in China's transition to renewable energy, aiming to balance industrial development with environmental sustainability. As the project progresses through its critical phases, ongoing assessments and adaptations will be necessary to address engineering challenges and ecological concerns. The successful implementation of this project could significantly enhance China's renewable energy capacity, stimulate local economies, and contribute to the global fight against climate change. In the context of the Yarlung Zangbo River Hydropower project, several counterintuitive aspects emerge from the various sources of information regarding the project's scale, environmental impact, and geopolitical ramifications. 1. Scale of the project. While the initial announcement of the hydropower project is centered around a 10 gigawatts capacity, one source suggests a much grander vision of 60 gigawatts. This discrepancy raises questions about the feasibility and planning behind such a massive undertaking. The idea that a project could start with a modest goal yet have aspirations 3 times larger is counterintuitive, especially considering the logistical, financial, and engineering challenges that would accompany such an expansion. 2. Economic motivations versus environmental risks. The project is touted as a means to boost local economies through job creation and infrastructure development. Yet it is also planned in a geologically precarious area prone to seismic activity. This presents a paradox where economic benefits may come at the cost of increased environmental and safety risks. The assumption that economic growth can be pursued without significant environmental consequences is challenged by experts warning about potential flooding and structural failures due to earthquakes. 3. Assured safety amidst geological concerns. The Chinese government emphasizes the rigorous safety measures and geological studies that have been conducted, asserting that the project will not negatively impact the ecological environment or geological conditions. This assurance seems counterintuitive given that an earthquake recently occurred just after the project's announcement, which raises substantial concerns about the reliability of the assessments made. The juxtaposition of confidence in safety with the undeniable geological risks presents a complex contradiction. 4. Geopolitical implications. The Yarlung Zangbo project is positioned as a step towards energy independence and a transition to renewable resources. However, the downstream impacts on countries like India and Bangladesh, which rely on the river, introduce a significant geopolitical factor. The assertion that the project will not harm the interests of neighboring countries contradicts the reality that any alteration in water flow could have far-reaching consequences for millions of people in these nations, indicating a potential underestimation of international relations in favor of national interests. 5. Environmental commitment versus historical precedent. While the project is framed as an environmentally conscious initiative with comprehensive monitoring systems aimed at protecting local biodiversity, this assertion contrasts sharply with China's historical management of transboundary rivers. where dam constructions have led to significant ecological disruptions in neighboring regions. The belief that a large-scale dam project can harmonize energy needs with ecological preservation seems overly optimistic given the historical context of similar projects in the region. 6. Technological challenges. The presence of a frozen lake created by a landslide poses a unique engineering challenge that contradicts the narrative of technological capability surrounding the project. The expectation that engineers can successfully navigate these complications while assuring safety and stability defies conventional wisdom about risk management in large infrastructure projects, which typically involve extensive contingency planning for unforeseen natural barriers. 7. Public sentiment and local engagement. The project is said to foster community engagement and job creation. Yet the implementation of such large-scale projects often encounters local resistance due to environmental concerns and displacement issues. The assumption that local populations will uniformly benefit from the project overlooks the complexities of public sentiment, particularly in regions historically impacted by large state-led initiatives. 8. Long-term viability amid economic slowdown. Despite the ambitious investment in the Yarlung Zangbo project, concerns are raised about whether China can sustain such a massive financial commitment during a period of economic slowdown. The belief that such an extensive investment can be maintained despite economic headwinds challenges conventional economic strategies where investment is often scaled back during downturns. These counterintuitive elements highlight the complexities and potential contradictions inherent in the Yarlung Zangbo River Hydropower project, revealing the multifaceted nature of large-scale infrastructure initiatives that intertwine economic aspirations with environmental and geopolitical realities. The Yarlung Zangbo River Hydropower project, approved in late December 2024, is set to be a pivotal infrastructure initiative in China's energy landscape with a projected budget of $3.1 billion and a capacity to produce 10 gigawatts GW of renewable energy. While the project has garnered attention for its ambitious scope and implications for China's energy transition, several significant aspects may be overlooked by the general public and stakeholders alike. Understanding these nuances is essential for grasping the project's full impact on both local and international scales. 1. Seismic activity and geological risks. One of the most critical yet understated aspects is the geological and seismic risks associated with the project. The Yarlung Zangbo River region is known for its seismic activity due to the tectonic interactions between the Indian and Eurasian plates. This raises significant concerns regarding the structural integrity of the dam, especially in light of the recent 6.8 magnitude earthquake that struck the region shortly after the project's announcement. While the Chinese government has emphasized that extensive geological studies have been conducted, the reality is that such natural disasters pose inherent risks that cannot be entirely mitigated. The significance of this is multifaceted. Firstly, it questions the long-term safety and viability of the proposed infrastructure, which could lead to catastrophic consequences not only for local populations but also for downstream countries like India and Bangladesh. Secondly, the potential for structural failures could undermine public confidence in China's ability to manage large-scale infrastructure projects safely and sustainably. 2. Environmental monitoring systems. Although many reports highlight the project's environmental monitoring systems aimed at preserving local biodiversity, the depth and rigor of these systems are often under-discussed. The integration of advanced ecological monitoring is crucial in ensuring that the project does not adversely affect the surrounding ecosystem. However, it remains to be seen how effectively these systems will be implemented and enforced. The significance of this lies in the ongoing global discourse surrounding hydropower projects and their ecological impacts. Failures to adequately monitor and mitigate environmental consequences can lead to irreversible damage to local ecosystems, which in turn affects the livelihoods of communities dependent on those ecosystems. Moreover, the perceptions and responses of international stakeholders, including neighboring countries and environmental organizations, could hinge on the transparency and efficacy of these monitoring efforts. 3. Community engagement and socioeconomic benefits. The project is projected to create jobs and stimulate local economies, particularly in the Xizang Autonomous Region. However, there is often a lack of detailed discussion about the nature of community engagement and the distribution of these socioeconomic benefits among local populations. Understanding how these benefits will be shared among different ethnic groups and communities in the region is crucial. Historically, infrastructure projects have sometimes led to unequal benefits, exacerbating existing inequalities and tensions among local populations. The significance of this issue cannot be understated, as it can affect the social license to operate for the project and influence its overall success. 4. International relations and water politics. The Yarlung Zangbo River flows into several countries including India and Bangladesh, raising concerns about water rights and geopolitical tensions. While the Chinese government asserts that the project will not harm downstream states, the historical context of water politics in the region suggests that such assertions may not fully alleviate concerns. The project's implementation could strain relations with neighboring countries if they perceive it as a threat to their water security. Therefore, the diplomatic ramifications of this project are profound and could have long-lasting effects on regional stability. The significance of this aspect lies in its capacity to impact China's foreign policy and its relationships with South Asian nations, which may seek to protect their interests through diplomatic or even more confrontational means. 5. Integration with broader energy goals. The Yarlung Zangbo project is positioned as a cornerstone of China's broader energy strategy aimed at achieving peak carbon emissions by 2030 and carbon neutrality by 2060. However, the integration of this hydropower initiative with other renewable energy sources such as solar and wind is often glossed over. The significance of this integration is twofold. It reflects China's ambition to diversify its energy mix and reduce reliance on coal, but it also raises questions about the sustainability and scalability of such projects in the face of rapid industrialization and urbanization. Without a coherent strategy that effectively integrates multiple renewable sources, there is a risk that projects like Yarlung Zangbo could fall short of their intended environmental benefits, thus undermining China's commitments to combat climate change. Conclusion. The Yarlung Zangbo River Hydropower project is not merely a technical endeavor, it is a complex initiative with far-reaching implications that extend beyond energy production. By paying attention to the often overlooked aspects such as seismic risks, community engagement, ecological monitoring, international relations, and integration with broader energy goals, stakeholders can better understand the multifaceted nature of this project. Acknowledging these factors is essential for ensuring that the project contributes positively to both local and global sustainability efforts while also mitigating potential conflicts and ecological harm. The implementation of the Yarlung Zangbo River Hydropower project in 2024 is a significant development in China's renewable energy strategy, and it unfolds over 5 critical phases with a projected budget of $3.1 billion. Below are the 4 most valuable points for in-depth analysis and discussion. 1. Dam construction and geological risks. The dam construction phase will be one of the most ambitious aspects of the Yarlung Zangbo River project, potentially rivaling the Three Gorges Dam in scale. This presents unique geological challenges, particularly due to the region's seismic activity. The project site is located in an area prone to earthquakes, raising concerns about the structural integrity of the dam and the safety of surrounding communities. Discussion points. Geological studies. The necessity of comprehensive geological studies to assess risks associated with seismic activity. How will ongoing monitoring and adaptive engineering practices be integrated into the construction process? Impact of natural disasters. Historical precedents of dam failures in seismically active regions. What lessons can be learned from other global projects? Community safety. Strategies for ensuring the safety of local populations living near the dam, especially in the event of an earthquake or other natural disasters. 2. environmental monitoring systems and sustainability. The project emphasizes the need for robust environmental monitoring systems to mitigate the ecological impact of hydropower generation. This is crucial in preserving local biodiversity while achieving energy production goals. Discussion points. Biodiversity impact. What specific measures will be employed to protect local flora and fauna? And how will the effectiveness of these measures be assessed? Ecosystem management. How will the project balance energy production with the ecological health of the Yarlung Zangbo River and its surrounding environment? Long-term sustainability. Exploring the potential for the project to serve as a model for future hydropower initiatives globally, particularly in balancing energy needs with ecological commitments. 3. Economic impact and job creation. The project is anticipated to stimulate local economies in the Xizang Autonomous Region by creating jobs and developing infrastructure related to energy, water conservancy, and transportation. Discussion points. Job creation. The types of jobs that will be created. Will they be primarily temporary construction jobs? Or will there be long-term roles in operation and maintenance? Local industry growth. How will the project foster growth in local industries such as engineering and logistics? What support mechanisms will be in place to ensure that local businesses can capitalize on these opportunities? Regional development. The project's role in enhancing economic connectivity with other regions of China and its potential to reduce poverty and improve living standards for various ethnic groups. 4. Strategic energy objectives and carbon neutrality goals. The Yarlung Zangbo project aligns with China's broader strategy to transition to renewable energy sources and achieve peak carbon emissions by 2030, followed by carbon neutrality by 2060. Discussion points. Energy security. How will the new hydropower capacity enhance China's energy security? In what ways will it reduce reliance on fossil fuels? Integration of renewable sources. The complementary role of this hydropower project with solar and wind energy initiatives in the region. How will this integration be managed to create a stable and resilient energy grid? Global implications. The impact of China's commitment to renewable energy on international relations, particularly with neighboring countries that may be affected by dam construction and water resource management. Conclusion. The Yarlung Zangbo River Hydropower Project is a multifaceted initiative that encapsulates the challenges and opportunities of large-scale renewable energy projects. Each phase of implementation presents unique considerations regarding safety, environmental sustainability, economic impact, and strategic energy goals. Engaging in in-depth discussions around these points will provide valuable insights into the complexities of hydropower development in the context of global energy transitions and sustainability efforts. 1. The Three Gorges Dam, China, 1994 to 2012. The construction of the Three Gorges Dam on the Yangtze River is one of the most ambitious hydropower projects in history. It began in 1994 and was completed in 2012, featuring a total installed capacity of 22.5 gigawatts, making it the world's largest power station in terms of installed capacity at the time. The project aimed to generate clean energy, improve flood control, and facilitate river navigation. However, it faced significant environmental and social challenges, including the displacement of over 1 million people and severe ecological impacts, leading to ongoing debates about the balance between energy needs and environmental conservation. 2. The Itaipu Dam, Brazil/Paraguay, 1975 to 1982. The Itaipu Dam, located on the Parana River between Brazil and Paraguay, began construction in 1975 and was completed in 1982. It has an installed capacity of 14 gigawatts, making it one of the largest hydroelectric plants in the world. The dam was a joint venture between Brazil and Paraguay and was crucial for both countries' energy security. While it has provided significant economic benefits and renewable energy, the project faced criticism for its environmental impact, including deforestation and habitat destruction, as well as concerns over the displacement of local communities. 3. The Belo Monte Dam, Brazil, 2011 present. The Belo Monte Dam, located on the Xingu River in the Brazilian Amazon, began operations in 2016 but has faced ongoing controversy since its inception. With an installed capacity of about 11 gigawatts, it is one of the largest hydropower projects in the world. The construction of the dam has sparked significant opposition from indigenous communities and environmental groups due to concerns about deforestation impacts on local biodiversity and the displacement of thousands of people. The project has become a focal point for debates on sustainable development, indigenous rights, and environmental conservation in Brazil. Future outlook: predictions for the Yarlung Zangbo River Hydropower Project. As the Yarlung Zangbo River Hydropower Project progresses through its implementation phases, several key predictions can be made regarding its impact on energy production, the environment, and local communities. This ambitious undertaking, with a projected budget of $3.1 billion and an initial capacity of 10 gigawatts, is not only a vital component of China's renewable energy strategy but also a significant influence on regional geopolitics and local economies. 1. Energy production and security. By the end of 2028, the hydropower project is expected to be operational, contributing significantly to China's energy grid. The 10 gigawatts capacity will bolster energy security, especially in the southwestern regions where energy demand is rising due to rapid industrialization and urbanization. The project will also serve as a foundation for further hydropower developments along the Yarlung Zangbo River, potentially leading to an eventual total capacity of 60 gigawatts as suggested by various sources. This expansion could make the Yarlung Zangbo project one of the largest hydropower complexes globally, significantly reducing reliance on coal and fossil fuels. 2. Environmental monitoring and sustainability. The implementation of comprehensive environmental monitoring systems will be critical in mitigating ecological impacts. By 2026, authorities are expected to establish robust frameworks to assess and manage biodiversity, water quality, and ecosystem health in the region. This monitoring will not only address immediate environmental concerns but will also create a model for future infrastructure projects in sensitive ecological zones. The emphasis on sustainable practices will likely lead to improved regulations and standards in hydropower development across China. 3. Economic development and job creation. The project is predicted to create thousands of jobs during and after construction, significantly impacting local economies. By 2027, local industries such as engineering, logistics, and trade are expected to see substantial growth. Infrastructure improvements, including roads and transportation networks, will enhance connectivity between the Xizang Autonomous Region and other parts of China. This economic stimulation will likely lead to increased investments in the region, fostering long-term economic growth and development. 4. Geopolitical implications. The construction of the dam may exacerbate tensions between China and neighboring countries, particularly India and Bangladesh, which depend on the Brahmaputra river system. By 2025, as the project progresses, India and Bangladesh may increase diplomatic pressure on China to ensure that water resources are managed equitably and sustainably. This situation could lead to international negotiations or disputes over water rights and environmental protection, highlighting the need for transboundary water management agreements. 5. Technological advancements and challenges. As the project unfolds, it will likely be a testing ground for innovative engineering solutions in challenging terrains prone to seismic activity. By 2028, advancements in construction technology and geological risk assessment will be imperative. Engineers will need to address the challenges posed by potential earthquakes and the stability of the surrounding environment. Success in these areas could set new standards for future large-scale infrastructure projects in similar geographies worldwide. Conclusion. The Yarlung Zangbo River Hydropower Project is poised to be a transformative initiative for China's energy landscape and the surrounding regions. With careful planning and execution through its critical phases, dam construction, turbine installation, environmental monitoring, infrastructure development, and community engagement, this project will not only contribute to China's renewable energy goals but also serve as a case study in balancing economic development with ecological sustainability. As it unfolds, the project's outcomes will shape energy policies and international relations in the region for years to come.